I found an old journal in the attic. What I read in it led me to realize I wasn't alone in my own house. I always thought my house was haunted, but I figured it was just my imagination. I had only moved in a few months ago. An old Victorian house that needed a lot of work. It had that eerie lived-in feeling, like something was lingering in the walls. But it wasn't until I found the journal in the attic that I truly understood why. It started on a rainy Saturday when I decided to clean out the attic. I was sorting through old furniture, boxes, and forgotten family heirlooms when I came across a dusty leather-bound journal. It was wedged between two old suitcases, its pages yellowed and brittle. The leather was cracked, but the lock on it had long rusted away. Curious, I flipped it open. The handwriting was neat and elegant, almost too perfect. It started with a date, July 19th, 1953. Today, the house feels alive again. I hear the creaks in the floorboards, the whispering wind through the cracks in the windows. But it's more than that. It feels wrong. I'm beginning to think it isn't just the house that's changed. It's me. My reflection doesn't look like me anymore. When I pass by the hallway mirror, I see a different face staring back, someone I don't recognize. And when I turn to look, they're gone. I was intrigued. This wasn't the typical rambling of someone losing their mind. The entry seemed, well, grounded, as if the author was documenting something methodical. The entries grew more frequent, darker, and more erratic. As I flipped through the pages, I could feel my stomach tightening with unease. The author started mentioning them, a strange group of figures she would sometimes see at the foot of her bed, or in the corners of her vision. They never spoke, just watched. Last night they came again. The tall one with the wide, twisted grin stood at the end of my bed. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. I could feel its cold breath against my face. I was paralyzed, unable to move, unable to scream. And then it whispered my name. It was then that something in the attic shifted. A creak from the far corner made me freeze. The room was suddenly colder, and the shadows seemed deeper. I looked around, but nothing was there. Just old boxes and forgotten furniture. Shaking my head, I continued reading. The worst part is, I don't think I'm alone in this house anymore. I see them every day now. They're in the corners, in the mirrors, in the doorways, always watching. I tried to leave, but every time I step outside, I feel them pulling me back, dragging me into the house. I think I'm trapped here, trapped in this house, and I think they want me to stay with them forever.
Part 2, down below.